Hello, everybody, and welcome to Brooks Knows Baseball, regular weekly podcasting. Comes out every Monday. This is episode number 5, where we kind of sit here, discuss all the going-ons and happenings of the baseball league, and give our opinions on certain things as well. Care to share what's so funny?
Just the Pittsburgh Pirates, unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it is. Anyway, sorry for being rudely interrupted. Anyway, way to start the show off, man. I don't know what your problem is. Is it something on me?
Nope, the Pirates just tickles me.
He broke wind or something. But what I would like to do is today's jump straight on into some of the news going on. The biggest thing I think news wise is Bryce Harper is going to make his debut on Tuesday.
Yeah, and the Phillies are hot as it is. They're not
Not
winning.
too hot tonight.
No, but the game's not over. But they've been playing really good, really good. So they're gonna this is gonna be might be between them and the Braves, and I guess the Mets are in there too. But you look at the Mets lineup. I mean, offensively and everything is okay, but they got their pitching staff doesn't impress me very much because Scherzer suspended and Verlander. I don't know when he's supposed to come.
The Mets are also 4-6 in the last 10, so they're definitely trending downward. The Marlins are trending up. The Phillies are 8-10, and I'm sorry, 8-2. So they are coming. All the teams, the top four, are only separated by at most 3.5 games. So it's definitely a competitive division there. Not the most competitive due to the Nationals being the Nationals, but it's
Hey, the
competitive.
Nationals won today, beat the Pirates.
That's a big deal because the
Tampa
Pirates.
Bay lost. Tampa Bay lost today. Their sixth loss of the year. Yeah, no. But the top American League teams are Tampa. They're 7-3 in their last 10, so that's bad for them.
And
Uh,
Baltimore.
Baltimore's 19-9, 8-2 in their last 10, and Toronto 18-10, 7-3 in their last 10. So those teams are all there. The Yankees are dying. They're tied for the last spot in the division.
Yeah.
Yee-hee. Them in Boston, my two least favorite teams.
Well, it's not really a shock, really, that the Red Sox and the Yankees kind of a shock, but not
I think
really.
it's a shock the Red Sox are doing as good as they are because I don't see that much there,
Yeah.
especially with their pitching.
That division still is the best division of baseball. There's no question about that.
Every team's over 500.
Every one of them.
What's the deal with Aaron Judge, man? How long's he out for? But
What I know he hurt his wrist. Did they say any news about him?
I haven't heard any more. All I know is, some people go,
Oh,
well, that's why
now he
they're
has a
losing.
mild. I know he hurt his wrist, right?
Yeah.
And now he has a hip strain as well. It says.
See, he had that one major years, has some solid years. That's why earlier I was saying I don't think he's a Hall of Fame player unless he put a lot together, and I don't see it. Um, and a lot of people think, well, the Yankees starting to lose because he's not there. Well, unless he could have hit a 16-run home run today, it wouldn't have helped because they got blasted. And there, Cortez, who I thought that was just luck, a fluke last year. I mean, I guess you really can't get lucky all year, but the real nasty Nestor Cortez,
Well,
the Hialeah
you
kids
know,
coming through.
sure, you can have a lucky game, but you can't have a lucky career. It's kind of like math. You either get it or you don't.
You got it, Jimmy.
But you take a look here at the Yankees. Let's go ahead and dissect them real quick. Again, their point differential or run differential. Sorry, it's not hockey. Their run differential is +2 only. That's very indicative
Well,
of how positive or negative a team's going to the
go
direction
go
it's going.
down. Yeah, go down their lineup and look at the averages. I mean, they have people like Aaron Hicks. Really? I mean, he had like a big game for him. He had 2 hits today, but what Peraza, he's not hitting. Their catchers don't hit.
Gleyber Torres isn't hitting. He's only hitting 245. And Volpe's hitting 217. Oswaldo Cabrera's hitting 200. Trevino's 237. Franchy Cordero hitting 151. Giancarlo's hitting 269, which for him it's fantastic. Kiner Falefa 200. Aaron Hicks 159. Higashioka 195. Willie Calhoun 237. And then Donaldson. I don't know why they have a DFA Donaldson. That don't make no sense to me.
I know
Uh,
they're old and it's catching up to them. Other than Garrett Cole, they're and Rodon. Everybody knew going in. His whole career he's been hurt.
yeah.
And here he is. He we're a month and a half into the season and Where's he at?
Looking at their pitchers right here, Garrett Cole obviously is
Doing
already
really good.
signing with Nasty Nestor 4.9 ERA.
Yeah.
Domingo Germain when he's not cheating, 5.5. Clark
Yeah.
Schmidt
Brito.
6.8. Burrito 5.6. Albert Abreu 5.4. Clay Holmes 3.7. That's not bad.
No,
Nick,
not when it's your closer. It ain't good though.
that's true. They can't pitch. You got one pitcher. Even when Rodon comes back, you're still gonna have three bad pitchers opposed to two good ones. They're not gonna. I mean, they might win regular season games, but they're not gonna go anywhere in the playoffs.
That's kind of like Baltimore. Their pitching staff's horrible. Their starting pitching. Thank God they have a bullpen. They're hitting this year because they kind of get that Boston thing going on. They're not playing good, but they're winning. I mean, with Baltimore, I could see them turning the other way around at any point with that pitching, and
I
they're
think,
hitting just
unfortunately, as
hitting.
well.
Yeah, and they're hitting. I mean, a lot of them are not hitting like they should. Mountcastle's not. Henderson's not.
Well, let's take a look at that real quick. So they have one guy hitting over 300. That's Austin Hayes hitting 312. Austin Hayes has been doing good this year.
I
For him,
think you're wrong on that one.
this is on MLB.com. So if I
They
am wrong,
forget Mateo. He's betting well over 300.
and that is correct. Why is he not shown here? A player must have played 3.1 at bats per game. Is Mateo not?
I'm sure he has. He's played during there. Probably only missed 2-3 games all year.
Let's see,
But I don't know why. But
there
there
you
you
go.
go.
So Mateo has had 72 at bats. That's why he's not qualified. He's ninth on the team in at bats, so he doesn't bat much. That's why he's played 23 games out of a total of 28.
Yes, and that's 5
But
games. Because he got hurt a little bit.
But
anyway.
yeah, so Mateo's hitting 347. He's doing fantastic. 17 RBIs. You got Austin Hayes hitting 312, 4 homers, 11 RBIs. But then
Rutschman's hitting about 293 maybe.
291, McKenna 276 in limited action. Ramon Urias 274, Mullins 250. Joey Ortiz doesn't matter because he got sent down today. Then you got Mountcastle. He's hit 244, which is I think it's about 40 points higher than what he was hitting this time last week. So hopefully he's on the up.
Yeah, he had 2 doubles today. His production RBI wise has died. He's hurting.
So I think 2 or 3 weeks ago we talked about him having 20 RBIs.
Yeah.
Looking at it now, he has 21.
21. Yeah, that's not good. So, what gets me about them is why are they not calling people up? Their minor league team had 24 hits. Their AAA team last night. They win game after game. I think they got the best record in the International League, and they win big. I mentioned it last week. Well, they had how many runs last night? 20?
24.
Yeah, 24 hits, right. So, and that was in the first 7 innings. I don't know why. I don't know what their thinking is because they got all this talent in the minors. Why are they not? Maybe they'll. I mean, they'll win this. I guess the GM's like, okay, well, let's just see. But you got to trade someone. You got to get some pitching. I know they're going to get John Means back, supposedly All-Star break. But we don't know what he's going to be like. He hadn't pitched since April of last year.
Yep.
And he was never a superstar. He was solid. I mean, he's like a number 3 starter on a good team, maybe. But anyway, on to the other teams. Boston, they're old. I don't see them staying in it. The Yankees, league will make them stay in it somehow. Toronto's going to be there.
Let's talk about Toronto real quick since you brought him up. How they got Matt Chapman still in 384.
That's career offensive year for him. I can't see that continuing. But he never in Oakland. He didn't have this kind of help around him to get everybody hits. So maybe
Whit Merrifield's turned back the clock too. Whit Merrifield's only hitting 320. Bichette 317. Vlad Guerrero 309. So those 4 guys right there, and then you got Alejandro Kirk.
And Springer.
Kiermaier's hitting 274 as well. Springer's not hitting at all.
No, he will though.
But everyone else on that team is. They don't really need him to hit.
Yeah. They're going to be tough, and they're young. That's what you never hear people mention that. They talk about them, doing this, that, and the other, but they're going to be around for a while. They are young. So I can see a future in that division where Baltimore and Toronto and Tampa Bay are fighting it out instead of the Yankees and Boston. Hopefully they'll drop off and die for a few years, because it's inconceivable to me how the Yankees are competitive every year. Come on, man. They don't know anything else anybody else does. They take a guy who never managed anywhere, Boone, and he suddenly wins the division or gets them in the playoffs every year. Really?
Yep. Always happens. But looking at all the American League hitting real quick, the 7 out of 10 of the top batting average guys in the American League are off the American League East. So obviously Chapman, who right now is leading, and then you got Randy Rose Arena at 327, Yandy Diaz at 319, Bo Bichette at 317, Austin Hayes 312, Guerrero, we just said 309. Excuse me. Mike Trout at 308, Kalenic at 308, Verdugo, who's a fantastic ball player at 308, and then Jonah Heim. Surprisingly, at 303.
Yeah, he had a nice hit today. I watched some of that game. I watched parts of several games, and Heim's really hit. Yeah, that's something.
Yeah, looking at the home runs there, Rafael Devers still leads. He got 10 home runs, 27 RBIs. Only hitting 232. Adolis Garcia, second place with 8 home runs. I feel like there's not that many home runs going on in the American League right now.
No, because neither league, because in the National League, Muncie have 11 leading the league last week, and he still has 11.
Yeah, and he's still leading the league.
Yeah,
there's only 3 guys with double-digit home runs. So, why do you think that is? Why do you think it's decreased so much?
I don't know. It's early too, and they say when it warms up, the ball travels better too. So it's been cold in a lot of northeast places, even out in the West Coast. I mean, San Francisco and Oakland, it's chilly. A lot of places it's been chilly. So it'll pick up. Always does.
Yeah. Let's take a look real quick here at the American League pitching, and then we'll jump right on into National League batting and hitting as well. Who do you think has the best ERA, the lowest ERA in the American League?
Well, it's Tampa, and they also have
just individual.
Oh, individual player, I would say. Hold on. I'm cheating because I wrote it down. It's Gray, from Minnesota, and then Cole, then
.77 for Sonny Gray in 35 innings. Unbelievable.
And he's got 4 wins already, right? Yeah.
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 Garrett Cole, Luis Castillo, Shohei Ohtani, Shane McClanahan, rounding out your top 5 in that order. Take a look at WHIP, because I like to think WHIP is a more telling stat as opposed to ERA. The lower your WHIP is, the better of a pitcher you're going to be.
But look at two to third. Well, of the top 3, DeGrom's second. You expected that. What happened to him the other night? I know he came out of the game early. Have you heard anything?
Wrist tightness, I believe. He
Okay.
always gets hurt. He's going to start. If he starts 20 games, that's a massive win. I don't think he's going to do that. But Tyler Wells from the Baltimore Orioles, leading the league in WHIP. He's a 1-1, 2.7 ERA, 4 starts on the year, 29 innings, and has a .72 WHIP. Opponents are only hitting 176 against him, which is crazy.
He doesn't walk anybody hardly at all.
No,
that contributes to that WHIP too.
He has 3 walks in 29 innings.
Right.
And that's like DeGrom again is second. He's out, I think, if they put him on a 10-day IL. Opponents at 171 against him. Then Joe Ryan hit bad pitching, 281, 32 innings, .81 WHIP. Opponents hitting 186 against him. They got Shohei Ohtani. This stat I'm about to say is pretty impressive. He's 1.85 ERA. He has a WHIP of .8, and opponents are only hitting 102 against him.
Yeah, he's
so you might think, why is his WHIP so high? Well, he's walked 17 batters this year in 34 innings. So
I watched a lot of his at bats this year, some of their games, because I'll turn on the West Coast games, and I've seen several times this year he does not get any breaks from umpires. Man, they call some crap on him, man. I'm gonna tell you what. I don't know why that is, but they don't. They don't help him out. I say that.
No,
he earns what he gets.
Do you know who's leading the league in strikeouts?
Strikeouts, probably Gausman, your boy.
Kevin Gausman, 54 strikeouts. Honestly, it's not even close. He's winning by 8. Pablo Lopez is second. Pablo Lopez started off good and has not been good since. His ERA is 4 now, risen that high.
And who's Lopez tied with?
Shohei Ohtani, Jacob deGrom, Garrett Cole.
Yep. How about saves, man? The same man. He's got to be, to me right now, he may be the best closer, Class A, with Cleveland. And how many did he have if they'd win? Because they're on 100 and they're not doing that. They started as far as I remember last year, but Francona will have where they need to be.
Yeah. I'm just going to say this. I think by the end of the year, when the better closers in the league, it's going to be Yennier Cano. Watch.
Maybe if the Orioles will have to get rid of the
Mountain.
with the third most saves in the league.
I just I'm not believing in him yet.
Yeah, he looked all right yesterday. Someone told me he was wild yesterday, but he didn't have any walks. He wasn't wild
Yeah,
yesterday.
you just didn't know what you're talking about.
Mm.
Looking real quick, let's take a look at the National League statistics here. Offense first, and yeah, who do you think leads the league in hits in the National League?
In hits or average?
Hits and average, same person.
Yeah, Minnesota's boy by what?
I
By
believe
Miami, Arez. Yeah, he's ripping, man.
Miami's boy by way of Minnesota.
Is yeah, his on base percentage is 500.
Unbelievable. His OPS is over one as well. It's just crazy how good he is. But take a look at overall batting average again. Luis Arez
You
is
have to excuse me for a second. I'm looking over Kyle Tucker. Almost got hurt. He's got hit in the face with a tag. But anyway, okay, I'm
yeah.
back.
Now you got me looking at it. I just saw it too. The leading average hitter again is Luis Arez from Miami. Then you got Ronald Acuna, 352. So there's a sizable gap there. Tyro Estrada, 346.
That's
Brendan
a
Nimmo,
shocker.
yeah, Brendan Nimmo, 333, and then Brandon Marsh hitting 329.
Oh, I thought I got that backwards. I had Marsh at 333, now 330.
Well, blame MLB stats. The most stolen bases, Acuna, leading the way here with 13. Then you got
You
Jazz
mean is he the
Chisholm,
same as Acuna?
Acuna, tomato, potato. Then you got Corbin Carroll, and then Goat Horner as well, rounding out the top ones there.
Nico. Cubs are dying again, aren't they?
They are.
Did they get swept in Miami?
I think
Miami,
they did. Yeah.
that new manager's got them playing some solid baseball. I'd love to see them have a solid team.
Yeah. They not often are very good, but when they're good, they usually do well in the playoffs. So that's always good. But take a look here at the pitching. What do you think? Give me two guesses who you think the top two ERA guys are.
In the National League, let's see. My first guess would be. Oh yeah, I looked that up. I'm cheating. Yeah, was it Justin Steele? Where did that
Justin
come
Steele
from? Yeah, his
and
third year in the major, but
Strider is second place. That's not really a surpriser. But
no.
third place
Did
is a
you see the other
shock.
night Strider was like had a no hitter through like 7?
Third place is a shock.
No, well, I don't know what the deal is. And he started as a rookie. He was really good, Wade Miley, and he's been up and down his whole career. You know,
Terrible in Baltimore.
yeah.
Terrible. But the last really since 21 has been really good. When he was in Baltimore, he had over 5 ERA, but since 21, it's 3.3, 3.1, and 1.86 this year. Arguably, not saying he is arguably the best pitcher in baseball this year.
Yeah, he's good. And how about wins? Any surprises? Who's the top of that list?
No, it would be Clayton Kershaw, 5-1 with a 1.8 ERA, 6 games. He is fantastic as usual. Then you got Zach Gallen, Arizona, Justin Steele, Vince Vasquez, and Corbin Burns. Shocker to me, Rich Hill's tied for fifth with 3 wins, 3-2.
That big old fat curveball.
Yeah, and
Well,
he's probably 32, 33 years.
he's a modern day Jamie Moyer.
I guess he is, yeah.
Yeah.
Save leaders in the National League. Josh Hader has found the
He's good.
the Bruins just got eliminated. There you go.
I gotta look. Oh wow, damn, I missed it. Okay, good. Well, that's hilarious. I know this isn't a hockey broadcast, but they had the most points in history NHL season, and they get knocked out by a team. They were winning the series 3-1, and Florida come back and got them. I hope it was Kachuk that scored too. That really
For the
put it off.
Panthers. But anyway, Josh Hader turned back the clock. 10 saves leading the league this year. His ERA is .69. David Bednar, a big reason why the Pirates are doing so as good as they are. 9 saves and 10 save opportunities. So we'll just one blown save there, but .69 ERA, fantastic. Jose Alvarado, Philadelphia with 5, so it's a good sizable drop right
There's several
there.
guys with 5 I've seen.
Yeah, it's too many to name. But then looking here at the strikeout leaders for National League, we do have Zach Gallen at 51, Spencer Strider 44, Nick Lodolo 44 after that. Anybody stand out to you? Anything you want to talk about there before we move on?
Individual player wise, I don't see any real shocks at the top of my list, but team wise, still the Pirates, man. We
Yeah, well,
talked about last week.
let's talk about team sets real quick.
Yeah, but on that American League,
This is overall baseball. So the best offense in baseball right now,
Gotta
Really,
be Tampa.
it's Tampa. 195 runs scored this year. Second place is the Texas Rangers. I think because
Yeah,
they
no,
put
hold
it
on. But
pounding
when you talk about Tampa having the best average, they got the most home runs too, don't they? By
61.
a long shot, man.
Yeah, 46. I think it's the second next closest, right?
Yeah,
No,
39.
47. 47 by the Dodgers. So they are
Oh, on the other side. Okay.
what 15 and 14 up from the
Yep.
Dodgers. Impressive.
Then
It's really impressive.
yeah.
But looking at again at the total hits, they got from actually the average is what we were doing, I believe. Well, yeah, Tampa's number one on average. I scored runs scored. You got me off my train of thought there. Texas Rangers second place at 178. Boston Red Sox, the Red Sox, 163. The Pittsburgh Pirates 156, and then the Los Angeles Angels at 148. And then I'm just gonna squeeze this in here because I want to. The Orioles are sixth in offense this year.
Yeah. Speaking of Orioles, Cedric Mullins today record for most steals in a month by Oriole in their history, and the Orioles in April with their 19 wins, the most in club history. And you think it's some great teams for us old timers that they've had? That's amazing.
Yeah,
Um,
it's
yeah.
it's bad. I think they've been playing not their best, but even saying that they're not playing their best, they're 19-9.
Brian,
Imagine if they find that gear.
yeah, Brandon Hyde, the manager, even said that. He said we don't put every facet of the game together yet. You'd like to see that, you know.
No,
But
their schedule's
one
been
thing,
very nice to them as well.
well, hey, everybody's got a plan. You
I
make
know,
hay.
but the way it's rolled out, I think it's been very nice to them right now.
Well, you know what? They're a young team, and you get confident, and they think and they think they can win, and they're used to it now. And I think you said the other night when we were talking about they're just continuation of last year, how they finished the second half.
And all of it started from one player, Adley
And
Rutschman.
and he's still there, and he's still doing his job because
Pitching
he's
baseball.
he's you talk about on base. Well, he's batting what 291 or three or whatever it is, but
Mm-hmm.
his on base percentage. I got my notes here somewhere. Where is it here? You know where I got it now. Oh, darn it, lost my notes. Oh, here it is. He is third, 409 on base, third in the American League, behind Chapman and Diaz from Tampa Bay. So he's doing it. He's doing it all.
Yeah. Taking a look here at team pitching stats, the Tampa Bay Rays, not surprisingly, at 3.1 in 30 games. That's how many runs they give up per game. Just over three.
Yeah, yeah,
Unbelievable.
yeah. Because
Unbelievable.
you lead the team in ERA, you lead the league in batting and home runs. You're going to be good.
Teams only
Although,
hit 209
although
against the Rays.
do what now?
Teams only hit 209 against the Rays. It's going to be an
Right
exciting
now,
series coming up. They play Tampa their next homestand, right? I think Orioles do.
Baltimore.
Yeah,
Time to see it's good.
yeah. Be this upcoming weekend, going into this weekend at least.
Well,
The
Orioles get this week. They get 3 in KC. Now I know it's just everybody like Detroit. They won 3 out of 4 because they split a doubleheader. It's hard to sweep a doubleheader, but I think when you go into 3 straight games against KC, winning 2 out of 3 is great, but they need to win 3 out of 3. They need to make hay now because that team's not that good. And they're getting Greinke, who's having a terrible year. They're getting Yarborough, who he's done good against them in the past, but we'll see. Oh, and then get Jordan Lyles.
yeah.
So.
But Houston Astros second place at 329 with Team ERA, Atlanta Braves, Milwaukee Brewers, surprisingly. And then you got the Texas Rangers.
Houston just won again right now.
There you go. Houston's on fire. They're still second place though, so we'll see. My prediction's still ringing true.
Well, Texas, they see that game, 19 runs against the poor old Yankees.
Let's see the worst ERA in the league. It would be the Oakland Athletics, 7.7. The White Sox. One thing I did was, speaking of the White Sox, did you see what Luis Robert did?
The who?
Luis Robert did.
No.
He hit a funky little dribbler to the mound. It was almost like a swing and bunt.
Oh, today?
No, it's yesterday. And the pitcher grabbed the ball and he threw it. The pitcher was off balance and he threw it, bounced it. And when the camera panned back over, Robert was essentially walking to first base, and he got called out by that much. And he
didn't start today.
They benched him because of that.
Yeah,
that
when
was
you make that kind of money, if you don't bust your butt on every play, that's bull.
It is, but that's why they're terrible. They're terrible. So
that's right. That's the difference on some of the teams. Your Toronto's, your
even today, I noticed that Detroit Detroit, there's
Uh-huh.
guys hitting ground balls to first base, and they're sprinting their ass off to get there, and that impressed me.
Detroit's coming. They got hinged. They played the Orioles tough the whole series. They played them tough. They got
We got young
some
guys that just haven't clicked yet. If they
But
click,
yeah, they
they can do
they got
something.
some they got some young guys and they got a lot of pitching injuries. I like them. I think they're coming. Maybe not this year, but they're heading the right direction. Torkelson looks better than I thought.
Them
I
and the
like
Orioles were
Rod
good at the same
Green.
time, so maybe them and the Orioles were good at the same time. So
Maybe it'd be the same again.
yeah,
Well, Detroit deserves it too. I mean, time to see some new blood up here.
yeah. So moving on to the next thing here, what would you your biggest surprises are? Give me three of your biggest surprises of the league of the series season at this thus far.
For team wise,
All encompassing.
Tampa, Pittsburgh, and another thing that surprises me is rookies Henderson and Volpe on the Yankees ain't doing crap. Neither one of them. You know, they're virtually playing the same way. So, you know, maybe both of them need to be back in AAA briefly, huh?
I hope not, but
Well,
at some point you have to.
well, what Baltimore in their farm system, they got guys beating the door down. Look at Westberg; he can play anywhere in the infield. He's roughly 330, hitting his butt off. You know, he did last year, a bunch of homers, had a bunch of RBIs. I mean, what more's the guy got to do?
You know who's rebounding really good as a rookie? Who didn't start off good? Matasaka Yoshida from the Red Sox.
Yes, he is. And how about Young on Texas?
Yeah,
Everybody forget him. Did he hit a grand slam today?
a grand slam today. 6 home runs on the year, 21 RBIs.
He had
The
5 RBIs today.
yeah, and the best hitters right now. Let's take a look at it. Corbin Carroll has been up there all year. Yeah, got to be early front runner for MVP.
And Altman slacked up a week, didn't he?
Who?
Yeah, Altman from
Yeah.
LA.
Corey
But
Jelks, second place at 297. James Outman, 292. Logan O'Hoppe, 283. And Yoshida, 5 at 276. So some of them are really good. And then after Yoshida, Jordan Walker, he got sent down, correct?
yeah, but his numbers were decent. I don't know
At
why.
274. Yeah, well, he's lucky he's not on the Orioles. Or I guess Gunner's lucky he's not on the. Gunner's lucky he's not on the Redbirds. Then taking a look at the home run leaders for rookies, we got James Ottman at 7, Josh Young at 6, Blake Sable at 5. And
Yeah, I seen him hit one for the Giants. I kind of like that guy's catcher.
yeah, taking a look real quick, Gunnar Henderson, number one prospect coming into the year. He has 2 home runs, 4 RBIs,
Bunch of walks.
17 walks.
Looks like he's looking for the walk. You know, it looks like he's starting to swing a little more, but he looks lost. Last year, he was completely different.
29 strikeouts too, and 74 at bats, hitting 189. Something's wrong. He probably needs to go to Norfolk.
Yeah, he needs to get. Because it seems like any hit comes up to Baltimore after he's there a while, he gets worse. I think their pitching coaches are good. I think their offensive, their batting coaches suck. They can say what they want. Say, oh yeah, we're 5th in the league or whatever in batting average. But I'm telling you, I watch them. There's problems there with that offense.
Unfortunately, but then he needs to be sent down for a couple of reasons. But I think one of the biggest reasons that he should be sent down. Taking a look here at Norfolk stats, how many guys are ready? Who are ready to get called up? I mean,
you want me to name them?
I can name them. I'm looking at their stats right here. Qualified players. You got Hudson Haskins. I know he's a little hurt.
He's hurt.
He's hit 391 in 13 games. Joey Ortiz, who they just sent down, he's hit 359 down there. Jordan Westbrook, 325. Lewin Diaz, 297. Colton Cowser, 295. Kyle Stowers, who just got called up, 293.
Got a hit today.
There's guys, they're ready to come up. Josh Lester has hit 8 home runs for him. 8 home runs, 24 RBIs, and then you have again Daz Cameron, who's not a prospect, but then Colton Cowser, Connor Norby's, all these guys.
Well, let me tell you a little secret about Cameron. Let me tell you the secret about Cameron. Don't put him off your list because do you know where he started? Houston. Do you know who was instrumental in drafting him? Was Mike Elias.
Yeah.
So remember that.
Yeah. Well, let's take one quick look here before we wrap it up at the top 100 prospects, how they're doing right now. So number one prospect right now in baseball, according to MLB Network, is Francisco Alvarez. Taking a look at him,
He shouldn't be a prospect anymore. He's in the big leagues.
he shouldn't be. He's hitting 194 and 36 at
I
bats,
know.
so he's not doing good.
And he needs to go on a training regiment because he's fat.
Yeah, well, that's the kettle calling the pot black. But anyway, Jordan Walker.
I'm not a major league player. I'm an old man.
Jordan Walker just got sent down hitting 274 with St. Louis this year, unfortunately. Then you got Anthony Volpe, 217, not doing good. Andrew Painter, who is not
It's hurt,
has
right?
yet to pitch. Yeah, he's not pitched this year. Grayson Rodriguez, who has really turned on as of late, is a really good actually last couple games. Has a
Each game is a
4.07,
little
but that's
better.
way down. Yeah, each game he does get better. Jackson Chariot, number 6 with the Brewers this year with Biloxi, hitting 264. Not that great for someone who's so highly coveted. Then you got Marcelo Meyer and Galveston hitting
Yeah, which
254. Not doing
well,
what?
he when they drafted him, the Red Sox drafted him,
He's a
I
bust. I
thought that
think
was
he's
a
a bit more
mistake.
bust. You know what's
You know
shocking
what
to me?
what's shocking to me is that's a Washington Commander pick. That's an overreach, thinking they're smarter than everybody else. That's how Washington drafts some football, and that's how the Red Sox drafted there. They think they're smart and they draft them. Pardon?
Ellie De La Cruz, who hit 304 with two different teams last year, is hitting 195 this year.
Well, hold on. He hadn't played much because he was hurt.
9 games, but still not great. They got Jordan Lawler, the Arizona Diamondbacks, in 18 games is in 212. The top prospects are not looking good this year until
Early.
you get to number 10. Future, I'm saying this right now, it is April 30th.
Yeah.
Next year, going into 2024, the number one prospect in all of baseball, hands down, it's going to be Jackson Holliday. In 18 games this year, he's hitting 353. Okay, he's a stud. He's a future number one prospect. He's amazing. He hit 392 in low A, and then got streamlined to high A in only 5 games, in 235. But he has a couple home runs already. I don't think it would be crazy to see him definitely in Bowie this year, Double A. I don't think it'd be a stretch to even say Triple A.
I don't think they'll do it, but I agree with
Good.
you.
Looking at
I think he is their star pupil there, buddy. I mean, listening to him talking interviews and stuff. The guy,
he's doing
I
a
mean,
lot better
look
than
how
the second pick. You look at the second pick, Drew Jones out of Visalia Rawhide. He is hitting 175 in 10 games. So
because someone interfered with my
Drew
broadcast there.
Jones is hitting 175, the second pick last year, Jackson Holiday.
Well, some of them other top five guy Green's not too bad. I wanted to bring that up. Brady House, who dropped out of the top 100 because he was hurt, was a mistake because he's ripping, man.
Well, if he dropped out because he's hurt, how in the hell is Royce Lewis still in there? He's been in there since I was in high school. I feel like in the top 100 prospects.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
You got Jason Dominguez, another Yankee prospect who is hitting a solid 140. But he's the best thing since Babe Ruth, the best prospect since Babe Ruth. I don't make the rules, man. That's just what I heard.
Again, when Yankees, anybody they sign is the next Babe Ruth. It's kind of like Dallas Cowboys. They can draft a trash can, and he's going to be in the Hall of Fame. According to all these pundits, I may not know everything, but I know more than most of these idiots on TV because it's just like me and you sit there and do these drafts. Right. Well, hey, me and you do NFL, hockey, and baseball draft, and we turn out a lot better than a lot of those. Am I not right? So it makes me wonder who these teams have picking their players.
Well, another guy I want to mention.
I'm here.
Another guy I want to talk about who unfortunately got hurt with myocarditis would be Heston Kjerstad. He's hitting 284 in Bowie this year. He should any day now. He needs to be going up to the AAA, so he's definitely doing good. Looking just topping it out here. Just some names. See if they're Edward Julian, who got called up recently, hit 222 for the Twins. I don't know if he's still there or not, but there's Jet Williams is the last guy. Let's see what old Jet's doing. He is for the Port St. Lucie Mets, and he's hitting 241 this year. He's only 19 though, so he's got some time.
Yeah.
That's just a quick little touch up of our top 100 prospects. But
I'd like to real quick maybe the two Ranger stud pitchers, Leiter and Rocker. How are they doing? He's doing good, isn't he?
Kumar is, but he hasn't pitched much.
But that's all
But
right.
looking at
Coming.
Jack Leiter, he is not doing good in Frisco Rough Riders. Um, I think it might be a little concerning. He
That's
did
2 years in a row.
23 in Double A. He did 23 games there last year, so it's not like he just got caught up for a cup of tea. So, and he's not doing good. He's got a 6.75, so that might be a little worrisome about him. But then you got Kumar Rocker.
Hey, maybe he's gonna be like his dad. I never thought his dad was. His dad played some good teams, but I don't think his dad was ever a stud. I mean, I thought he
Well,
was a solid
his
average
dad got
pitcher.
hired in Double A. But then you got Kumar, someone who I'm a big fan of, and Kumar is in high this year, has a 3.6 ERA in 4 starts. He's 29 strikeouts in 17 innings. Very impressive.
Yeah,
He should
I'm a
be in
fan of.
Frisco Field.
Yeah, I'm a fan of any kid whose dad was a Washington Redskin.
And go.
Kumar's dad was. There we go.
Yeah, Leiter and Kumar are not even the top prospects, pitching prospects for the Rangers.
Oh, it's hold on. What's his name?
Owen
Who?
Owen White,
Oh, I'm.
2.91 in 21 innings in
Who's the
Frisco.
other guy I'm thinking of? They got another one. They
Brock Porter,
who? No, go another one.
Takoa Roby.
No, it ain't him either. There's a guy. What happened to him? There's a guy they drafted first or something about 4 years ago. He must have just.
Cole Winn, Mitch
There you go.
Bratt.
Cole Winn. What's he doing?
Cole Winn, he's in Triple A, and oof,
Bad too.
yeah,
Well, maybe the
he's
Rangers don't draft so good, except for Young.
6.1.
Holy
You're
Toledo.
right.
He could pitch for
Very,
Orioles. Darn
yeah,
him.
very rough. But is there anything else? I guess we're kind of dragging on here a little bit. Is
Yeah.
there anything else we want to talk about before we
Well, I want to talk about NFL draft, but this ain't football, so never mind.
go ahead and
No, I don't
close
want to talk
it down?
All right.
Yeah.
We're closing now?
Yeah, let's close it down. Well, I guess Johnny gonna close it down, so I'm closing it down for him. This is Brooks Notes Baseball. Again, if you've made it this long, and you're not subscribed, you are something's wrong with you. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing there. Maybe it's the 60s and the hashish that he used to do. But you're on mute, big dog. But we wanted to let everyone know, again, like it, share it, subscribe it, let us know how we're doing. Again, if you're here this long, please go ahead and subscribe it. Let us know what we're doing again. But this has been Brooks Knows Baseball. Jeremy with John, who at his advanced age doesn't know how to take himself off of mute, so I'll just say the sign off for him. Good night, everybody, and we'll see you next week. Please sure to check out our website, updated stats, and everything. Have a good one.